Magical. Put the orange in the dryer. I got heaters now.
It works.
It works? You're just making sure it works.
Yeah.
Okay, this is our
Couples Q&A.
couples Q&A.
In the middle of a snowstorm.
We're literally in a snowpocalypse.
People in Texas,
Snowpocalypse.
they just don't. They can't handle it.
Okay, question
Number one.
number one.
How does he lead you in the relationship besides praying for you and over you guys?
Oh, that's a good one. You have always led the relationship. He's always led the relationship in a sense that he's always brought clarity and intention and intentionality from like day one, literally day one. So I think that's like, besides like praying together, pushing me always to Jesus, you also lead with intentionality and clarity, and you just have like a pure pursuit of my heart.
Of good leadership skills.
He does. He definitely does.
Bossy.
No, you're not. Number two, how does he feel about the fact that you've been married before? Any concerns?
Well, I've been married before, so that would be pretty judgmental if I had a problem about her being married before.
Amen. Number three, do you see marriage as a possibility in the future?
Stay tuned.
What? Baby, I need details.
Number four, do you guys talk about children?
All the time.
Yeah, we both want kids.
Yeah, we both
For
want
sure.
kids. We want two, possibly three. We say two for an oops, making a third, because that notoriously seems to happen for every family.
We'll
so,
take two.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I want twins.
If the Lord will bless us with that.
I really want twin girls.
It's a lot of prayer. Number five.
You two are so cute together. What's your perfect date night? Well,
We do lots of different date nights.
yeah,
Like,
we don't like have a specific one that we do.
we have our like go-to restaurants in Fort Worth, but we also really enjoy like grilling and cooking out and just hanging out at the house.
Yeah, we're very go during the week with both of our jobs, and so it's really nice to just have like really chill, casual date nights too.
Yeah.
But he never make me feel bored. Like, he always keeps me on my toes. So. Number six, how do you know he was the one for you? Signs. That's good. Like I said at the start, intentionality. You had a very pure pursuit of my heart. You brought clarity. Our communication is on a level that I never could have possibly dreamed of. Like, we've had that since day one, and just, yeah, I mean, really just those, and just how his actions always backed up his words. Like, he never said things and then his actions didn't align, which I think is really important in a relationship.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I think we've all been in those dating relationships where they say things but their actions don't back it up. So that was huge for me too. And then I just had like this peace in my heart from the Lord, like, this is your person. And I felt like a gentle nudge on the second date to go. Well, it was our first date, but
She
canceled.
She tried to cancel on the first date.
I canceled, and then...
And I was like, I'm going to give her one more shot.
Are you glad that you did?
I am very glad that I did, but...
Because now you got me and you get to put up with me. But yeah, I felt a gentle nudge from the Lord to go on a date with him, and after that, it was kind of just like game over.
Yep, game over.
Or game on.
One of the two.
About it.
Number seven, does purity while dating mean everything but kissing? I think purity while dating also has to be, you have to be mindful of what situations kissing can put you in as well.
Yeah.
Those,
You have to have boundaries.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to have boundaries, and if you don't, like, that's just a setup for failure.
Yep.
We actually, at church yesterday, that's what our pastor spoke on. And it was very eye-opening, and just really, like, reminded us that we're doing things the right way. And we set boundaries from the get-go. Like,
Yeah,
this was
from
a
day
conversation we had on day 3, I think.
Yeah.
If I'm mistaken.
Yeah.
And so, like, literally day 3 of even talking, we had a conversation about purity. So you have to set those boundaries and those standards, like, pretty much immediately to make sure you're on the same page. Because you don't want to fall for someone that doesn't have the same heart posture as you do in terms of, like, pursuing that.
Yep.
Because then it just
absolutely.
leads to heartbreak.
Yep. Talk about it. Talk about it early.
Yeah, it's not awkward. It's not awkward. What's more awkward is when you're going through a heartbreak because you didn't stand up for yourself from the beginning.
That was good.
Yeah, you like that? Pulled that in my back pocket.
Number 8, favorite thing about each other. Go first, ladies. Ladies
Ooh.
first.
Can I list 3 things?
I don't
Okay.
think they're gonna get mad.
Your heart for people. You are the most selfless, giving, would give the shirt off of your back human being that I've ever met. Number 2, your servant heart. You would literally, again, do anything for anyone, and I've seen you do it. And it's like a daily thing for him. It's not just every now and then. And number 3, your smile. Show me teeth. Those pearly whites.
My cheeks are puffy because of this weather, and my beard's
He's got a beard
out of
going.
control.
I love it though.
I gotta go chop some wood in the backyard for the fire pit after this.
Lumberjack?
So, yeah.
Lumberjack
Yeah,
mode?
Paul Bunyan. Yeah. That's,
When you said bunion, for some reason I thought of bunions on toes.
oh, that's my day job.
We'll get
This
to that
is
question
my
in a
weekend
second.
job. My favorite thing about her would definitely be her drive to in her ministry, and I see the outpouring of good, positive interaction she has with women on a daily basis, and it just really I love that she has a heart for her ministry and the girls that are involved in it, and I see the Lord doing amazing things with that in the future. So that would be my favorite thing about you.
Oh, thank you.
She's cute too. 9, are you in love? Yeah, I love you.
I love you. You're my person.
That one was easy.
That was the easiest question we've had on this. How did you know that he or she was the one? Well, I kind of already said why I thought you were the one.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll let you answer this one.
I think that over time, and I shouldn't even say time, like pretty quickly, I was like, man, this gal checks off boxes that are pretty high standard and hard to attain. And just as she started to check off boxes, and I got a true glimpse of like what her heart was, not only for others, but for in her ministry, I was like, man, like, yeah, this is it. This is the one. So that's it.
So sweet.
What did he think when he heard you have a non-traditional job?
We had this conversation real early.
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
First
And I had
date.
no idea about Brittany's following and her Instagram platform. I had no idea. Not really a big social media guy, so.
Which I love.
Yeah,
That, because I think it would take a toll on 2 people in a relationship. I really do.
Yeah.
It's a healthy balance. And
Yep.
yeah, I told him about that on the first date. I told him about everything. I tried to run him off on that first date.
She did.
And you stuck
But
around.
everybody's got a past,
Yeah,
and I think
amen.
when you judge someone for their past, you don't get a clear image of who they are currently.
Yeah.
That's what's most important, is who they are.
Well, and I think if you're looking for like someone with a spotless past, you're never gonna find it. You're gonna be looking your whole life.
How did he pursue you after meeting?
Ooh, so
ahead.
intentional. He was so intentional. Gosh, I could list a whole thing. From going out of your way after you got off work and driving to bring me dinner on days that I had a crazy day or hadn't eaten, to showing up on the front doorstep with flowers just because, to stopping at the grocery store if I needed something and without me even having to ask, to like just very intentionally dating.
For the girls that are watching this, like, a guy will, it's no brainer if he's interested, and if he wants to pursue you, he will. Like, you'll see it in his actions. You'll see effort. Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
So.
And your actions have always spoke louder than your words. And you're a pretty outgoing, loud person, so that says a lot about you.
Sometimes too much.
I'm here for it.
How did he ask you out? To coffee.
Yeah. So he asked me to coffee,
Yeah.
and I canceled because, truth be told, I was completely over men. I was convinced that there were no good men on this earth. And I canceled on him, and then I really just prayed on it, and we went the next day because I was like, you know what, like, I'm gonna give this a shot, and now we're here.
We here. Started from the bottom, now we here. What's your favorite habit about each other? Ooh. My favorite habit about Brittany is that she's constantly playing worship music, and I love it. Like, anytime I come over, she's constantly has worship music on, or a sermon.
Yeah. And
24/7.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's a heart posture.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about you is just
Favorite habit.
favorite habit. That's what I meant.
Oh.
Yeah, favorite habit about you. I think my favorite habit about you is, like, growing up, you know, my family always prayed before dinner, but it was always just a very short prayer, and like his prayers when he prays before we eat every single day move mountains. There have been some times where like those prayers just like they hit my chest and I'm like, wait, I forgot we were even about to eat. So that's my favorite habit about you, that you always intentionally pray.
Wait, you forgot about food?
Oh, I love food. I'm already thinking about lunch.
I was gonna say, yeah. What do you guys do for fun dates without intimacy and fun date ideas? Please. Just because you're not physically intimate with somebody doesn't mean that you're not intimate with them. So there's intimacy in our relationship. It's just spiritual and loving and emotional intimacy. Like, I think that that's where people get tripped up. That's where when maybe people make mistakes when they don't feel like they feel like there's a lack of intimacy in a relationship because they aren't having sex and they're, respecting purity boundaries. You can still be intimate with someone without physical intimacy. So we just include that in everything that we do. And we love to go out on date nights. We love to make dinner here at the house. We recently went to like a Dave and Buster's power play type place because we're both super competitive. So
much fun. We were there for like 4 hours.
Somebody got taught a lesson in laser tag.
I'm not great at it.
No, she's
Should be
not.
expected.
And I'm awful at bowling.
And I aced it.
She did. She killed it. It was ridiculous.
To go off of what he said, I think where so many girls mess up, coming from a female's point of view, and I know that you and I could talk on this for a lot, so I'll keep this short, but I think girls tend to think that a way to make a man love them is to give up the physical and give them what they're wanting in the physical realm. And then they wonder why there's such a disconnect and there's no communication and there's no spiritual intimacy, and it leads to heartbreak. But God does something so beautiful when you hold off on the physical and you refrain from sex and you pursue purity in your dating relationship until marriage. God does something so beautiful in a sense of like he really cultivates and develops your spiritual intimacy, your communication, just like any relationship intimacy besides the physical. Like I can truly say that I've never had that with another person, and I never knew what that would be like because I've never done things the right way. And
girls, find a guy who is going to pursue your heart and not your pants. If his intentions will become they'll be laid out for everyone to see.
Wow, that was a mic drop moment. I can't even answer that.
Next question.
Sponsored by Coke Zero.
She's not sponsored by Coke Zero. She just really likes them.
I just really love Coke Zero. Hashtag Coke at me.
Are you allowed to kiss?
We love kisses, but we also do it with boundaries. No kissing and laying down.
None.
Out.
What makes your relationship solid?
Well, I think that kind of goes to the like whole relationship intimacy without the physical. Like I think the fact that we have developed and we've let the Lord develop everything but the physical.
Being rooted in your faith and in Christ and in the Lord, and having Him be the focus of your relationship will bring more of a solid foundation than you could ever have with anything else.
Amen.
First impression.
Oh, he cute. He was in Scrubs, you guys. Like you totally pulled the McDreamy move on me, but I fell for it. And I'm glad I did.
She was late. Y'all, it's a constant struggle. She's out here changing hearts and minds, and I'm just out here trying to change punctuality. Trust me.
But
you come downstairs at midnight for a snack. What do you get? Answer for each other.
SpaghettiOs for him.
What? You gotta put me on blast in front of everybody like that?
SpaghettiOs. He loves SpaghettiOs. And not warm.
SpaghettiOs are my childhood favorite.
Straight out the can.
Yeah.
Oh, is that sister?
Hold on. You know what really irks me about people? They just use you for your Wi-Fi. And he's like, go on.
This is my brother-in-law.
Awesome. Wave hi to everyone, Connor.
Hi.
Where were we?
Food.
Oh, at midnight.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
You eat SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, it's my childhood guilty pleasure.
And what do I?
Thanks for putting me on blast. This one has a Halo topic addiction, and it's pretty bad. Every night. If you see this video and you have anything to do with marketing for Halo Top, you could do us a great favor by sending us some.
Are you having a budget for it every month now?
It's literally in the budget. Yeah, halo top. How tall are both of you?
I am 5'9", 5'8" and 3/4, 4 quarters.
4 quarters. Oh my gosh. I'm 6'1". Who's the stubborn one? Did you just add this?
No, someone was.
I'm not saying anything. I appreciate the Wi-Fi.
Connor's like, I'm out. I'm out
Who's
of
the
this.
stubborn one? Do you want to answer that one? Why are you looking at Connor?
Definitely me.
Hey, actually, you know what? You know what we'll do? We'll have a guest speaker on this one.
Brittany, close your ears. It's definitely Brittany. Definitely Brittany.
Why are you telling? No, the whole point of this video is to be truthful.
I'm the most stubborn.
Yeah, let's say don't make me go back to
There's
our
no-
guest. Don't make me go back to our guest speaker.
Again, definitely Brittany.
Let's try this again. Whew. How do you deal with disagreements?
We've never like fought. Like we've had disagreements for sure, but we do it very cordially.
We've had disagreements, but it's
Yeah.
usually ends up in just an adult conversation of
And a good one. Like
Yeah.
one that needs to be covered. And
explaining each other's point of views, like
Mm-hmm.
validating each other's concerns, and then coming up with a solution.
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when someone has like trauma in their past. It's been very good, like, because it gives you an opportunity to talk about things that are triggering or could be triggering or, yeah. So,
Did you pay someone to include this next question in the?
what is the next one?
Do you two talk about engagement soon?
No, these are legitimate questions.
She paid somebody to ask
I
this
did
question.
not.
She totally paid.
What did you say over there?
I love the Wi-Fi. I'm not.
Y'all.
Stay tuned. Where do you see yourselves in 1 year?
Wait, I'm not done with you.
I'm done with that question. I said stay tuned. Stay tuned. Where do you guys see yourself in 1 year?
Oh, that's a good one. I'm gonna let you go first.
I would say even more heavily involved than we already are with our friends at Freedom Shield Foundation
Yeah.
rescuing the innocent kids all over this world from sex trafficking and human trafficking.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
I don't know what this stay tuned business means, but I'm not liking it. I just want more details.
She's very detail oriented,
Very detail oriented.
but there's some details that she can't have because it would ruin surprises, and we don't want to ruin surprises. So.
On to the next question.
But you didn't answer that one.
Which one? Where do I see us?
Yeah.
Well, there's things that I can't just say because I don't have control over those things. So I know what I would like, but I'm not going to say that either. So I think I see us, like you said, very heavily involved in. Why are you laughing?
You're squirming.
I'm squirming right now.
Don't take my answer.
I'm not.
Where do you see
I'm
us in a
agreeing.
year? She just gulped. Where do you see us in a year?
Engaged
Yeah?
and possibly married
Yeah?
because a year is quite a ways away.
Yeah?
And we're doing this the right way. And when you're doing it the right way, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's difficult. So we're both in agreement on that. On to the next question.
Is it hard? You just answered the next one. Is it hard to pursue purity together? Yeah. But
I
you
don't
gotta
think
set
there's
boundaries.
anything easy about it. But it's not meant to be easy because it brings you closer to the Lord and it brings you
Yeah.
closer to Jesus. And
When you grow together in Jesus, it makes it easier. But
Yeah.
it's still not easy.
yeah.
Who made the first move? I don't know if you guys have been listening to the answers of these questions, but nobody's over here making moves.
You did kiss me.
I did kiss her
But
first,
that was the extent.
and it was in front of my house
It was
under
so
the stars.
cute. He planned it perfectly. You waited like a month.
Hey, keep it quiet in the peanut
I
gallery.
love Wi-Fi. Don't leave me out.
Favorite godly trait about each other?
Your servant heart.
Your grace.
My heart.
Yeah, and your stubbornness.
There's nothing about Jesus in the middle of that.
Yeah, that's true.
That is an area
need-
of my life
we need
that
him
the
to do
Lord
a
needs
work.
to do a major work in.
How should a man lead in purity?
I think you need to set boundaries early on. I think those need to be discussed between both of you. And I think it's ultimately like, yes, the woman has to be 50% in, but I think that the man has to lead that. And I think that the man has to lead the woman and disciple her in a sense, you know, and lead her closer to Jesus. And in those moments where like it's hard or it's tough, he has to remind her to like, hey, this is our why. We're doing this to honor God. He has to want to honor God with his motives too.
Yeah.
Like I think if the idea behind it is just to have, you know, if a man is only wanting to pursue purity to court a girl that he likes and he wants to impress her, it's gonna go down south. Like it's gonna go south real fast.
The true intentions of your heart will show through.
Yeah. And if your intentions are pure, then like it will be possible, and the Lord will honor that. So that's just my 2 cents.
I agree.
Yeah.
How old are each of you?
I'm 29. I'll be 28 this year. Connor giggles.
I'm 35.
I'm really struggling with the 30 birthday.
It's gonna be great. 30 is the new 40.
It's next month.
It's great. It's gonna be
next
awesome.
month. Why is
It's
it
gonna be awesome.
Here's the new 20.
I need details.
Hey, keep it down. We run a tight ship around here. You know what's funny is that throughout this whole video, we're talking about purity, and these two are married and trying to have a baby, and they're just laughing at us. They're laughing at us, literally laughing. Yeah, I see you back there, just giggling it up.
Connor, you're glowing.
I love Wi-Fi.
Favorite non-appearance related aspect of one another. Kind of goes back to my favorite thing about her would be her walk with the Lord and how she makes me want to be a better Christian man on a daily basis.
My heart.
Beat that, yeah.
That feels good.
That felt really good.
Mine is definitely.
I'm waiting.
Wait, can I read the question again?
Yeah.
I need the question again.
Favorite non-appearance related aspect of one another. My woodworking skills.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's actually a good one. Yeah, he has like this really, just this gift that he's like honing in on that he doesn't know he has, but I see it. And he built Adirondack, did I say that word right?
Yeah.
He built Adirondack chairs for the fire pit in the backyard. And he's built wood chairs for the front porch that very well could have almost caught fire today.
It's another story.
That we
That'll
are
be
not
another
getting
video.
into. And you're just really good at it. And he's also building like a console table for the wall over there. And he doesn't think he has a gift.
Hot water heaters too.
You also, yeah, he's just like a handyman. Like you're a handyman.
Whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Next question. What does he do for a living? I am formerly a police officer, but now I am in medical device sales. I work in orthopedics here in the DFW market.
And you're very knowledgeable in it. It's
I try
pretty
hard.
amazing. It's actually really amazing. Like he's not going to say this, but he's very, like we've sat and talked with some of the doctors that he works with and had dinner with them, and the things that this brain
I just had good people
knows,
teach me.
Like, and he doesn't just do like, he works in the OR and like is in on these surgeries. So
Yeah.
he sees it every day.
Ooh, last question.
What's the last question?
How does he feel about your Be Dawn fitness years? There's no such thing as a dumb question, but this one is close. I've obviously heard Brittany's story, but I've also done my own research, and there's just some literally like physically impossible things that the internet says happen that didn't happen. Due to timelines and due to just my own research. They've been, I hate the word fact-checked, but they've been fact-checked. And secondary to that, even if some of those things were true, everyone makes mistakes and everyone has a past. That is no longer the woman that she is. And she's been very transparent about the past and the mistakes that were made. And everyone, it's really easy to Monday morning quarterback and situations and try to, say, well, oh, somebody should have done it this way. And when you're not in that situation, you don't have the right to say that. I see it as a moot point, but there's always going to be haters, and there's going to be people that are going to bring it up on a frequent basis. And that is not anything to do with Brittany. That's those people searching for meaning and relevancy and trying to bring up things in the past and just tear down others when in reality, they have a missing portion of their heart where they need to give that to the Lord. And that is not something that she can fix or I can fix. That has to be them. So
Yeah, wow. Wow.
We can drop that point from now on, guys. You don't need to ask any more questions about it.
I promise you guys, like anything, because I get messages all the time and I show all these hate messages to him. Like, I literally tried to run him off on our first date with my past, and he shared everything about his past with me.
Yeah.
And the two, like, the things that we both had, we were both like, oh no, same. And
Yep.
and I truly know now, like, and I knew after that first date that, like, he wasn't just another person. Like, he was gonna play a significant role in my life. You know, now I know, obviously, like, he's the man that God brought me. So I think it's just funny when people on the internet try to, y'all aren't sharing anything with us that we don't already know about each other. So
Yeah. Exactly. That was the last one.
that was the last one.
Are we done?
That's our video. We're done.
That's it. Y'all gotta
That's
go.
it. Bye.
Whatever you want. And fish. Alright. Yo.